Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing another controversial topic, and it is the 10 fitness myths. Now, typically, this is something that a lot of people randomly talk about, certain things that can and can't happen to you on your fitness journey, and most of the stuff is typically just made up BS that someone created in their own head to probably make themselves feel better about their own situation. But we're just going to get straight into the nitty-gritty. 10 fitness myths. Number 1. I can't even look at this without pissing myself laughing, because whoever said this should probably just tie a pair of tights around the head to stop the circulation to their brain and stop thinking, period. Okay, because this is absolutely ridiculous. There is nothing. You know what? I'm not even going to cover this one because it's that ridiculous. Ladies, wear your tights. It's absolutely fine. Number 2, lifting weights will make you bulky, manly, and huge. Okay, so what about every bikini pro ever? Are they huge? Nah. They're actually very petite, well muscular, and very, very lean. Okay, and most women want to get the tight, toned look. You get that through weights, okay? Because you have to have muscle to increase your metabolic capacity. If you don't have muscle, you're never going to have a high enough metabolism to eat the food that you need to get that tight, toned look. So don't be afraid of weight training. It's not going to turn you into a beast. I've been trying to do so for years now, and I'm still failing, okay? So don't be afraid to get out there and lift some weights. Do it. It will make you feel better, and it will make your fitness journey that much faster. All right, number 3, cardio burns fat. Now, we kind of covered this in another video that we did, which was the 10 myths about nutrition, and it's all about calories in versus calories out. Yes, cardio does burn a lot of calories, okay, especially if you're doing it in a high intensity set, but what it doesn't do is it doesn't actually burn fat. It burns calories, which puts you into a calorie deficit, and that's exactly what we put here. It's all about creating a deficit big enough to make sure that you're in a prime fat burning zone. So work harder on your calorie deficit, work harder on your nutrition, and you'll definitely get the result that you're looking for. 4, no pain, no gain. Guys, especially the guys, if you are feeling pain somewhere in your body, that's your body's way of telling you that you need to take a break and get that stuff looked at, okay? Especially if you're struggling with pressing, as an example, and you've got pain in your shoulder, don't push it. Go get it looked at, get it fixed, and get back into the gym once you've actually done the necessary recovery. But make sure you're working really hard on your mobility. Mobility is incredibly important, and if you look in the link below, we'll have more information about an ebook that we will be creating called the Mobility ebook. So that one's one to watch out for. Number 5, hashtag no days off. This is absolutely ridiculous, but there is a point to this. If you have no days off from weight training, you are going to get injured. You're going to run yourself into the ground, and your central nervous system, which is actually what keeps your body going, is going to completely shut down. However, look at it this way. If you have 5 days of weight training in a week, 2 rest days from weight training, and then the rest of it is made up with like a low intensity cardio to work out 7 days a week, that's probably okay. Just make sure that your nutrition is in check and you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough rest, and you're getting enough recovery from your weights training. That is where you want to make sure that you catch up, okay? Number 6, waist trainers reduce the size of your waist. How many times have we seen this on Instagram, where we've seen girls putting these waist trainers on, taking them off, and showing us how much their waist has actually shrunk right now. Now, again, there's nothing out there scientifically proving that this is actually incorrect. There's nothing out there proving that this is scientifically correct either. But I want you guys to look deeper into your calorie deficit is going to reduce your waist, because without food or a high amount of volume of food within your stomach, it's actually going to reduce the circumference of your waist, purely for the fact that you're not bulging and you're not stuffing your face full of high volumes of carbohydrate. Now, if you actually work with a higher fat diet, this has tendency to cause a lot less inflammation in the gut. So if you're looking to reduce your waist size, start looking into more of a keto-based plan or a higher protein and higher fat plan. 7, sick. Should I just go and sweat it out? No. Let's just stay home, okay? Because if you're sick, the worst thing that you can do is take it to the gym. Now, I'm going to give you a prime example of a respiratory infection. If you think that you're going to sweat a respiratory infection out doing cardio, it's definitely not going to happen. Why? Because the respiratory system, which is your lungs, okay, and your heart, they're infected right now, okay? So you're actually just putting more stress on that system by going and breathing heavily and trying to sweat it out. If you really truly want to sweat it out, go to a private sauna and do it there, but it's still not actually going to help you relieve yourself of the sickness. What you should do, drink more water, make sure you stay very well hydrated with your electrolytes, and give yourself enough rest and recovery time to get better. And also load up on your vitamin C, okay? Liposomal vitamin C or standard vitamin C will do just the trick. Take around about 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams a day and you will be fine. Training on an empty stomach burns more calories. No. You burn more calories by doing more. Again, it's all about calories in versus calories out. The more energy you expand and the more exercise that you actually do means you're going to burn more calories. Imagine that. Just because you're on an empty stomach doesn't triple or double or quadruple the amount of calories that you're going to be burning. In fact, it will probably slow things down a little bit if you are fasted for an extremely long period of time because your muscle tissue is not able to perform at the peak rates that it wants to. Okay, so just keep in mind that just because you're on an empty stomach doesn't mean you're going to be putting yourself into a better fat burning zone. It just means that you may not be able to perform to the strength or the level that you want to. But it all depends on what your goal is. So make sure you know what your goal is, make sure you know why you're there, and make sure you know why you're actually fasted when you're going in to work out. Okay? My perfect example of this would be saying, I love doing fasted cardio just because it gets me motivated in the morning to move. But that cardio is very low intensity. It's simply just walking, keeping my heart rate about 130 beats per minute. Number 9, how to spot reduce. How many times have you heard someone tell you, I'm going to spot reduce my stomach by doing this exercise, or I'm going to spot reduce on my glutes because I'm doing more squats? It's just not going to happen. Spot reducing is a complete fallacy. And what it actually is when you are doing exercise, okay, your body is going to adapt and it's going to lose fat from where it chooses to. Every single human being is different. You'll see some girls actually lose fat a lot faster from their upper backs before they lose it from their hips. And typically with women, the area that you're going to lose it from last is the hip area because that's a protective layer for your body. So take into consideration when you're training, spot reduction of certain areas is a complete myth and just let your body do it how it wants to do it. But stay healthy, make sure you know your calories and don't drop them too low. Training abs is a must. It's not, okay? But if you do love training abs, please do it. Just know that training abs is not going to magically give you abs or make them appear faster. Just like spot reducing, training abs is not going to make your abs appear faster because you're reducing fat in that area because that's where you're training. No, it will not do that. What actually brings your abs out faster is in the kitchen and making sure that you're in a good calorie deficit that's going to serve your purpose and serve your goal.